Hey everybody, welcome to a quick demonstration of the Viking Macro Controller and the new Viking Macro software. Let's start out with the idea of pages here. At the top of the macro software you will see little dots. In my example here you've got a red dot, green dot, blue dot, yellow dot, and purple dot. Each one of these dots represents a different page. The pages can be used for, say, different equipment sets in Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, or if you want to use different pages, one could be for each of your favorite games. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, you can assign all different functions and macros to each page, and then you can set up a button on your controller that'll help you scroll through all those pages. So on my setup here, you can see I've got the left tack switch 1 and the right tack switch 1 set up as my page scrolling buttons. So as I hit these buttons, I can scroll through the pages really quickly. So red, green, blue, yellow, purple. Colors don't show up very good on the handy cam. In any case, let's take a look at the red page I've got set up here. I've got rapid fire set up on the right trigger at 10.2 shots per second, and I've configured the right tack switch 3 to toggle that on and off. That right tack switch 3 is underneath the controller here, and you can see I've chosen to indicate that on LED 4. That's customizable. Let's go ahead and look at a couple other features here before I show you in game. My left tack switch 3 I've got set up here with a quick macro. Basically the guy will lunge forward and stab. And my left tack switch 2 I've got set up to record a macro. So if I hit left tack switch 2 underneath the controller here, you can see the red lights flashing showing that it's recording. You can record your move. Tap that one more time to stop it. And then also I've got right tack switch 2 set up as the playback button. So when it's time to play back that macro, you just hit right tack switch 2. It's going to flash to let you know when it's playing back, when it's recording. And what I'd like to do is go ahead and swing the camera over to my Xbox 360 TV monitor here and show you a couple of these features in action on that page 1. Okay, I've got the FAL here. Let's go ahead and oops, I'm almost out of ammunition. I'll just kill myself here. And we'll use that right tack switch 3 to turn on the rapid fire. Scope in here and fire away. Around 10.2 shots per second is going to be the ideal speed for Modern Warfare 2. And of course, if we want to turn that off, I'll just hit that right tack switch 3 and you get your regular rapid fire there. And if I hit my left tack switch 3, that's going to get my thrust stab macro there. So if you don't like having to push down the right thumbstick to stab guys, you'll be able to remap that to the tack switches. We'll record a quick macro here. Let's record a macro of me changing weapons. So we'll start the recording, change weapons, stop the recording, and that's pretty much it. I've captured myself changing weapons. So if you hit your playback button here, it'll switch weapons. I'll show that again from the front side here. And you'll also be able to download these recorded macros into the macro software for editing. Some of them might be easier to record. Some of them it might be easier just to start from scratch on that timeline editor. Anyway, that's pretty much everything on page 1. On page 2, 3, and 4, I'll show you here my green page, my blue page, and my yellow page. I just put different rapid fire speeds on there. I think we've killed that to death. I'd like to show you a couple things I've set up on page 5 here, my purple page. So I'm going to swing you back over to the PC. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and click on the purple page here. Two things I've set up. Existing Viking customers are going to be really familiar with this. On the left trigger I've set up an automatic sniper breath hold. So when I pull the left trigger to zoom in to snipe, it's going to hold the breath for me. And on the right trigger I've been experimenting with anti-recoil. So I've got an anti-recoil script set up for the Barrett. And so every time I pull the right trigger to fire, it's going to automatically play that anti-recoil script. So I'm going to swing you back over to the computer now and try to show you guys this anti-recoil script in action. So I'm going to change characters here to the Barrett. 50 cal. and I'm on my purple page. Now first things first, we hold down that left. You can hear the heartbeat and the sniper breath. So the guy's automatically holding his breath, so that's going to help your aiming out quite a bit if you don't have to push this left stick in anymore when trying to get that sniper breath. First thing I'm going to do is flip over to the red page again so I can fire a couple shots with this Barrett without the anti-recoil. So let me just zoom in on this tire and shoot a couple shots. You can see that kicking to the up and to the right. Let me reload. Go to my purple page that's got that anti-recoil script and do the same thing here. It's really experimental. I'm not sure how useful this is, but as you can see, it just tries to help keep those crosshairs on the tire, or in this case, in your case, it would be the target. Just to help you keep track of what your enemy's doing if you happen to miss them and you have to take a second shot real quick. That pretty much sums up the quick demonstration. We'll have more in the macro libraries, more software on the website for download soon. Sorry for the rough video. Didn't want to spend a lot of time video editing, so I can get back to work on the software in our macro library. Thanks for tuning in.